Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second episode of Sam's Groovy podcast. Today, we are going to be talking about Lil Peep and just one song about Xxxtentacion. So, as the saying says, legends never die. And this proves, as you can hear in the background, I have the instrumental to a song named Runaway. And Runaway has been a new release by Lil Peep and part of his album Come Over When You're Sober Part 2. Come Over When You're Sober was released on November 8th and is a very, very, very popular first album, but now he decided to make a second one. And it includes songs like Life is Beautiful, Runaway, 16 Lines, and others. But also another song that was released right before this album was Bad by Xxxtentacion. And if you want to listen to it, I'll leave the link down in the description. So, talking about Lil Peep, he grew up in a very, very, very educational childhood. His parents were teachers, and his grandpa actually was a professor in Harvard, which is very good because he could learn. But the bad thing was he never really decided to learn. He actually dropped out of high school and wanted to chase the career of music, which is why he raps, if you know what I mean. So, talking about Lil Peep and how he grew up, most of his stuff was very, very relatable to me. As most people do, they listen to rock and roll because that's the only thing they could listen to back then. So, I have to say I enjoy rock and roll, but not as much as other people. So, I mostly enjoy classic rock and rap and Xxxtentacion, Juice WRLD, Lil Peep, but he didn't really listen to rock that much, and he decided to chase the career of rap. And also, when Lil Peep died, it seemed that his depression and his drug addiction led him to over-abuse the drug and overdose, and then he died, sadly, R.I.P. And when this song came out, I actually listened to it, and what it said was really relatable. I can't really say the lyrics because it doesn't seem appropriate, but I think that the lyrics are kind of relatable and are kind of true. And he was very different from his family, and he didn't really get invited to many things because he was different. He had tattoos and everything else, and his family was an educational family, so it's kind of tough. But also, talking about Xxxtentacion and his song Bad, honestly, I don't know the inspiration behind this song, but yeah. So, as they say, legends never die, and it's really cool that they made these songs even though they're dead, So, Lil Peep, he had depression, and it was really tough for him, and I guess he died of an overdose, as I said before, so it's kind of tough knowing that you have depression and you use drugs to try and, mellow it, so it's kind of tough. And Lil Peep was a great rapper. In my opinion, people honestly don't really listen to him. He was a SoundCloud rapper, as many other rappers started out. And one of his first SoundCloud albums are still on YouTube. And it was really cool. And it was called Cry Baby. And he also worked with other people like Lil Tracy and Ghost Main and Xxxtentacion in the newest song, Falling Down, and many others. But if I have to say I love a song by him, it's Beamer Boy. And it's really cool because, I enjoy the beat of it. It's not that I like the lyrics, it's just mostly the beat. And I find it really satisfying listening to that bass booming just in your ears. So I think it's really cool. And moving on, a lot of popular songs by Lil Peep include Beamer Boy, Falling Down with Xxxtentacion, and many others, but honestly, people don't really listen to him, so most of his popular songs are including the ones he first started out with when he first became famous. And trust me, starting out as a SoundCloud rapper is really tough, and some people can laugh at you, and they make memes about SoundCloud rappers, but it's tough. Most of their people get their fame starting small. So that'll be it for today. Thank you for joining me in the second episode of Sam's Groovy Podcast. Remember to listen to the album Come Over When You're Sober Part 2 to support Lil Peep and his death, and also listen to Xxxtentacion's song Bad. And I really like it, and I think it's enjoyable to listen to. So that'll be it for today. Thank you for joining me. Leave a like and comment anything that you want me to work on, any artists. I don't mind if it's classic rock, classical music. I'll learn anything about them because it's also good to learn new things. So I'll see y'all around.